everybody, and welcome to NFL Daily, our preseason prediction show. We are here live on the studio set. I'm Dylan Balsamo, here with Evan Masters and Gabe Cherniss. Say hello, fellas.
Hello, how are you?
It's time to make our predictions for the upcoming NFL season. I'm going to start with you, Gabe. Who would you say are the clear frontrunners to win their divisions this year?
All right, I'm going to start with the AFC. So in the West, I'm going to go the Oakland Raiders. Because, last year they were very strong. They made it deep in the playoffs. And I feel like they're a very strong, young, talented roster. And with the addition of Marshawn Lynch, it should go farther and maybe even to the Super Bowl. For the East, I'm going to say the obvious, the Patriots. No one can beat Tom Brady. He's kind of amazing and... Kind of very amazing.
Kind of amazing.
Only a little? Very amazing.
Okay.
Very amazing, and he's very hard to beat in the playoffs, and especially also in the regular season. And for the AFC South, I'm going to have to go with the Titans. The Titans have a young, talented roster, and with Marcus Mariota being a gunner downfield, there's basically no stopping him, especially with the new receiving core he's got.
Gabe, are you from Tennessee?
No, I'm not.
Well, that's why I asked. Happy, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I think you did the AFC, so I'll do the NFC. I think starting off in the East, I'm going to say it right now, I'm a Giants fan, but I don't see how, I still think the Cowboys are going to win this division. They have the strongest offense in the league, and they did enough, I think, to make up for their lost additions, especially on defense and then secondary. In the North, Green Bay is still too strong for me. Aaron Rodgers, that whole offense, such a platoon of different weapons, and even if they're not weapons that you heard of, Aaron Rodgers will make them weapons. In the South, I think the defending NFC champions and Atlanta Falcons have this same thing as the Packers, strong offense, and I think their defense is massively underrated, guys like Deion Jones. And in the West, I think the obvious one, well, not really that obvious, but I do think the Seahawks, they have one of the, if not the best defense in the league, and I do think that maybe they can go all the way if they really had a chance.
I forgot to mention the North, the AFC North. I believe that's going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers because obviously Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and now USC wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. That's going to be a killer offense.
How could you forget the North, Gabe? Like, really, how could you? Looks like we got a caller. It looks to be Tiffany from Parsippany. How you doing?
Hey, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm interested in the AFC West. I think this is going to be really a division to watch this year. Obviously, you have the Raiders that are really good. The Chiefs made the playoffs last year. The Broncos came down to Week 17. And the Chargers are a popular sleeper pick. Where do you guys see that stacking up and how it finishes at the end of the year?
Want to take this one, Happy?
I think I have to agree with Gabe going the Raiders. I think their offense, I think if Derek Carr can regain by what he had going on for much of the season last year, along with Amari Cooper, and the defense led by Khalil Mack, I think they can make enough effort to take the division. But I do think look out for the Chargers. Philip Rivers is, a lot of people give him flag for turnovers and losing games in big moments, but I think with Keenan Allen and now who'd they draft?
Who'd they draft?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've only been to Albuquerque. All right, Gabe, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree, but in order, I'm gonna have to go the Raiders. In between the Chiefs and the Broncos, that could switch off, and then the Chargers at the bottom. Chargers haven't really been consistent, and it's just a matter of time to see how they can improve or.
Hey, it's just a follow up here for Gabe. I didn't call.
I thought we hung up on you.
Being switched,
I understand.
I want an order 1 through 4.
I'll give you order 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Oakland, Denver, Kansas City. You know what? LA.
I want to disagree. Denver is going to be 4th. I'm calling it right now.
That's a bold prediction there.
I think their quarterback situation is just not leveled right now, and I think that's what you need in this league is a good quarterback.
They might not have a good quarterback, but they have one of the most rock-solid defenses in the league.
You know what, Gabe? No, you're wrong.
You know what? You're wrong.
Guys, this is tearing me apart. Please stop. All right, let's get to players. Let's start with you, Happy. Do you have any thoughts about any possible breakout players for this season?
I'll give you a breakout player, and I'll give you an MVP player. Jameis Winston. I think he has the offensive tools now around him with now O.J. Howard along with Mike Evans, and still think and Deshaun Jackson. I don't care for Deshaun Jackson. He wanted that deep threat who has speed. Now he has it with Deshaun Jackson. I feel like if Tampa can make a good run, I don't look out for Jameis Winston in that MVP race.
O.J. Howard, already the cleanest O.J. in NFL history. How about you, Gabe?
Personally, I'm going to have to go MVP Marcus Mariota. Same division, but Marcus Mariota has had the better teammates over the few seasons. And rookie of the year, I'm gonna have to go Myles Garrett out of the AFC North.
Those are your breakout players. I'm breaking out right here. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. For Evan Masters and Gabe Cherniss, I'm Dylan Balsamo. Have a good day, everyone. Enjoy the football season.